It will read like a novel or maybe a philosophy book. Since I will cover so many cultures living inside me, I'll leave my face semi-anonymous and use illustrations instead on this channel. It's a laborious task, but worthwhile from my inner artist's point of view. Why did I choose to talk about my life when it is in shambles? I lost one of the dearest people in my life 2 years ago. Well, I guess we get the most valuable epiphanies when we are vulnerable and hurt. Our emotional strength is tested the most when we are hurt the most. Anyway, happily ever after is overrated. Ever after is always happy. No problems or puzzles to solve, which sounds quite boring. Ever after is far more interesting than that. I will show 6 different worlds, 6 voices, 6 aspects of my personality that live inside me. 6 worlds that interact with each other, the beginning of one being the end of the other. The backdrop for all these aspects of my personality is the planet Earth, the different cultures and countries I lived in. It becomes a complex matrix, the interaction between our inner artist and our inner conservative being so different in France compared to those same aspects of ourselves in India, for example. The threads and knots of feeling and thought become intricate sculptures, paintings, poems, videos, or scientific articles. I wish I could reflect them accurately in the videos on this channel, but can we ever do justice to our imagination, the thoughts, concepts, and stories in our brains, the feelings in our hearts? Knots are freed and tied again when we interact with this marvelous world, with the diversity of cultures and traditions that we have the privilege to live in. This world intimidates and dazzles at the same time, doesn't it? It puts an incandescent, irresistible smile on our inner optimist. The eyes are alive with glints of fire and ice in our inner actor. It irritates or placates our inner conservative. It triggers the wonder and whimsy of our inner artist's imagination. The observer and the scientist in us look on, analyze the data, and generate wisdom, nuggets of wisdom to keep for a lifetime. I have been to so many places, so many countries. I have done so many things I've dreamed about, and yet I haven't finished becoming myself. I hope this channel might help, dear viewers, keep all the pieces of me together. It's terribly ambitious and maybe arrogant. Please forgive me for it. I don't want to just help myself. I want to hand people the key to their own power, and sometimes hand the key and empower them to open the door as well. What's going on in that beautiful mind and heart of yours? Here's the cast you will see in the videos. I am the eternal optimist, the child in you, who believes in the prevailing goodness of the human nature, who believes in sunshine, metaphorical angels, and wish lists becoming reality. I am the conservative in you, often seen as pessimistic. I follow rules and regulations religiously. They are my safety net, the foundation of my decisions. I am the inner artist, terrified and exhilarated by change at the same time. I am always on the edge of a discovery, of a beautiful cliff to be sketched, of music of my soul to be captured in a song. Every step is a dance, every word is a song, sometimes a happy one, more often a sad tune. I want to learn to paint all the colors of myself and all the unique blends acquired through the different cultures I lived in. I am the scientist, analytical, logical. I like data. I understand it. It speaks to me. My head is in the clouds. I'm an out-of-the-box thinker. Part of me is an artist, but it's camouflaged in numbers and data. I am the actor inside you, a social chameleon. I can inhabit so many worlds at the same time, the heat of 1,000 troubled stars. What do I really feel inside? I am the philosopher in you, the observer. I pay attention. I am mindful. I extract nuggets of wisdom from my observations. The scientist or the conservative usually pick it up, analyze it, and use it. This channel might be for navel gazers and those who embrace a holistic view of the world. It's not for cognitive misers, though we all are to some extent. There are other personalities I will only allude to, personalities forged by the influence of multiple cultures, shaping our values and views. We know untranslatable words, and we live through untranslatable emotions. Traditionally, a language is shaped by the cognitive and emotional needs of its people. A language is rarely shaped by the needs of several countries simultaneously, well, except maybe for countries with multiple borders to different cultures. I'm a hybrid, a bridge between the old and the new, the ordinary and the exotic, the familiar and the unfamiliar. I don't feel Eastern European enough. I don't feel French enough. I don't feel American enough. I don't feel Indian enough. Here is the cracked code. I acquired global identity. Belonging doesn't mean residing within certain geographical borders, but residing in relationships. So instead of belonging to a location, I want to belong to a community. The community of third culture adults and assorted global citizens who straddle different worlds. We are straddling two worlds physically by being a vegetarian in a sea of non-vegetarians, straddling two worlds professionally as employee turned entrepreneur, or vice versa, straddling two worlds socioeconomically when marrying into a completely different culture, straddling two worlds spiritually when changing religious frameworks, straddling two worlds culturally when being a student abroad, straddling two worlds emotionally when having a personality disorder, straddling two worlds cognitively because of an unusually high or low IQ, straddling multiple worlds by being an actor.